Lacey out here with Third Movement. Want to bring a video to you guys. I want to talk about this this pastor. I don't really know his name. It doesn't give a name, but it's a pastor who admits to punching a kid in the chest. I don't know. I believe it was a while back in a youth camp or something like that. For playing with God, for not believing, for playing around with God. I want to weigh in on it because already we have an image of a church that's really not accurate of the people of God, but it's the image of the church by people who in the church who are not of the God or who are not of the Spirit of the Lord. And we get judged by those who are outside looking in, saying those people that does not have a Spirit of God, that's what every Christian is. Now, I'm not finna sit up here and say whether this man has the Spirit of God or not, but I don't think salvation gotta use anything. But I don't think that we should be putting out there this picture of if you punch a kid in the face, in the chest, that will lead him to Jesus. Cause the dude said that after he punched him in the chest, he really laid into him. After he punched him in the chest, the kid came to Jesus. Probably because after he punched him in the chest, he seen the light and about to die, about to kill the little man. But on a serious note, I think that we have to really be careful of what, as Christians, what are we putting out there? Even as pastors, what are you putting out there for people to hear? Because we're living in a day now when you say something, it's no longer just you hearing it, or it's no longer just people in the four walls are hearing it. Stuff leaks out. Now, I don't know if this pastor meant for this to leak out, or was it? It could have been an atheist there that day and was visiting with a family member or something like that, and leaked it out or whatever. But we have to really be vigilant on what we say and do. Number two, I want to talk about we heard about Adrian Peterson and the things that happened with him. He whooping his child and leaving marks and everything. I believe in corporate punishment to a certain extent. Like I don't think that we're called. The Bible says, and then they love to say this: if you spat a rod, you swore the child. Everybody love to say that, but teaching your kid, talking, conversating, and raising a kid does not mean that could be a rod itself. It does not mean that you have to have some kind of switch or something like that. Now, there are times where you may have to spank to get the point across, and there's a difference between spank and a beating, or a whooping and a beating. I've got spanked and whooped coming up. I never got beat, and I came out fine, But it's many other people that got spanked and whooped that didn't come out fine. So we have this idea where we have to be physical to get our point across to kids, and it's just not so. Like I said, I am not against corporal punishment, but I am against abuse. And I think this pastor should be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if they start talking about bringing up charges if they can find the kid or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised on that, because you got to be vigilant. You got to be smart in the things you say and do. You got to be real smart in how you do things and say things. And for me, this pastor right here just wasn't smart for him to tell the story in a day when everything can get out like this. So you've seen the video before. I put the video before this, and I'm gonna put some links in the below. Comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if you know more about the situation. Let me know if this was just a snippet that was taken out of context, or was the context in the snippet. I don't know I would have loved to know what the message was about. But people, please don't look at Christians and say, okay, we go around punching kids in the chest so they can believe. Laying our hands on people is it's not violent. It's just laying your hands on them to pray. It's not laying your hands on the punch. The Lacey out, Third Movement.